Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I am in the beautiful Lake District, and if you recognise it, I'm going to be doing the lovely Striding Edge up onto Helvellyn, and we're going to do a camp up there. I don't know if I'm going to do it on Cam or Helvellyn, I'm not too sure yet. Today, as you can see, is absolutely glorious weather. It's a Monday morning and I've got Monday and Tuesday available to hike and wild camp. I've been looking forward to this time for ages. Packed my bag last night, I got up 5 o'clock this morning, Kay left for work, I had no excuse but to go, and I sat on the bed for 6 hours not knowing where to go, what to do. I'm motivated, I want to get out, I want to hike, I love it. You know, if you watch my Tour de Mont Blanc and my Apex Everest challenge, I'll leave the links above. What a good time I had on that. I found myself again, absolutely loved it. So I've been desperate to get out hiking and camping again. Yet when it comes to it, I just can't seem to go. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to solve this. So basically I put it on Facebook today and a few people commented, do this, go here, put your names in a hat, ask people for suggestions on where you should hike next, all these different things. Somebody else said, you know, go to somewhere that you know already. And that's why I've come here today. Helvellyn over Striding Edge. I've done this hike maybe 10 times. I think it's only on my channel once. There's a very, very old video in snow when I came up here, but I thought I'll come up here today, you know, make it a little bit interesting, a bit of a different way up to get to my camp. And it's a late start for me as well because I've procrastinated all day. It's about 1 o'clock now, maybe later. So if you watch any of my Helvellyn videos, either the Apex Challenge, or I've got a couple of Helvellyn hikes on here, they were coming up from the other side, from Thirlmere. So if you want to come up to Helvellyn and you don't like ridges, you don't have to come up by a Striding Edge. But it's a little bit more interesting this way. We've got follow the wall, up here, over the crest, and then eventually we should see Striding Edge up there. Again, every time I get out, I'm always glad I came, but it's just getting out in the first place. That's the hardest bit. What is the answer? Unfortunately, I do not know. Some people just say, just set off and work it out. I can't do that. I did kind of do it today, but I just can't, it doesn't work for me, that. I need to know where I'm going, what I'm doing. Otherwise, I just end up turning around and coming home. As you can see, I've taken my top off now as well, by the way, because it's wham. Okay, let's get up there. This isn't the interesting bit. You all want to see Striding Edge. Still absolutely beautiful. We're not in any rush, but just keep moving. Many, many years ago, I walked this way as the snow started to come in before I hit Striding Edge. And the snow was driving in as I was walking along this wall. A little bit different to today. Quite a few people at the bottom there. It's up to Cat's Cam and up Swirl Edge. Got Red Tarn in the middle. Probably see some campers there later, and that's where we're going, over Striding Edge. So as we get to this bit here, we're just going to get on top of the high rocks and then we'll walk along the ridge. A little bit of a breeze now, but not too bad. Honestly, I don't remember the last time I came up here when it was this clear. I've been up here in snow, ice, blizzard, rain, in a big cloud inversion, and this may be the first time in bright blue sun. I have come up another time, it was quite nice and there was snow on the top, but not on the ridge. Right, let's get up to this ridge. Check out these views over here. That's where we're going. If you haven't done Striding Edge before, as I say, you don't have to come along the top steps. There's kind of like a path down the side, so you don't, you can make it as easy or as challenging if you want. Obviously, if you want to make it a little bit more tricky, you can come along all the top steps, which is what we'll be doing. Just got to be careful on here. Say this time of year when it's dry, it's brilliant. I normally come in the winter. Nice big drops all the way around. So we're heading. You got these lads behind as well. Isn't it beautiful? I'm going to put my camera away until I get a little bit further on there, and I might see if I've got my drone in my bag. I'm not sure if I brought it, but if I have, I'll get my drone up. It's a bit windy, but should be all right. I'll jump that one. Honestly, it's a real pleasure when the weather's like this. So enjoyable. I usually like to bring my 360 camera up here. I didn't bother today. I didn't know I was coming here. Yeah, it's a little bit blustery now on this side. It's like here, look, there's a path along the side, or you can go up. So you can make it as easy or as difficult as you want. Whatever you do, just be careful. Sun's getting awfully low. Right, let me get the camera away. I need to really crack on now, because sun's getting low, as you see, and we really have got to get up there. Because we've come away to do a camp, but basically this is Striding Edge. As we get over this next little bit, we've got the bad step. I'll show you the bad step just so you're aware of it, and then it's a bit of a climb up to the top of Helvellyn. Camera away till we get a bit closer. I think it's this to class as a bad step. I often climb down, but you can just go around this little bit here. And climb down this way. Always a bit of a nightmare with a backpack on, I must admit. There we go. a look at what we've come over. Look at that. Beautiful. And now, last little stint to the top. Yeah, it's definitely getting chilly up here now. So glad I came. Thoroughly enjoyed that. As we get to the first of a couple of cairns. I'll pause this so you can read it. And what we'll do is just make our way to the top of Helvellyn now. It's always notoriously bad to get your pegs in. There's lots of rocks to nail them in with. Yeah, I think we'll camp on Helvellyn. Why not? It's too nice not to. Got a lovely swivel edge just below us. Hi, all right?
Like and subscribe.
That's it. Like and subscribe, you heard him. Right, let's go and touch this cairn and let's enjoy the view a little bit. It's too early to pitch a tent anyway, so let's have a little relax and actually take it all in. It's cold and I didn't bring any gloves. Went for a little walk yesterday just to Rivington Pike and I had my gloves in my other coat and I haven't brought it. So my hands are going to be freezing tonight. I just really can't decide where I'm going to camp. It'd be quite cool to be right up at the top here, but it's a little bit obvious actually. So let's have a little look. Maybe overlooking Striding Edge. What I do need to do is find myself a nice chunky stone to knock these pegs in as well. Like that. We can use that to bash the pegs in because it's probably going to be tough to ground. Let's go and find ourselves a nice spot and I'll bring you back. It is absolutely brassic. Alright, I found my spot. Just here. This'll do for me. I'm going to hurry up because my hands are absolutely freezing. Got no gloves. And let's get in the tent. You can see what tent I brought. It's probably on the cover photo, but you'll see what I brought. It's that time of the year to whip out my favourite tent. So, as you can probably tell, or you might know from the sand coloured bag, I've brought my Hilleberg Solo. I absolutely love this tent. It's probably my favourite tent and it's one that I'll never sell. So I thought I'll treat myself tonight. This was, I say, a camp all about getting outside, so bring what you're comfortable with. Right, let's get a couple of pegs in so it doesn't blow everywhere. Ooh. Wow, it's cold, man. So cold. Couple of pegs in here. You'll see these pegs I've brought. I've brought these little 3FUL gear ones and these are great for the corners. So let's stake it all out first. And then let's get the corner pieces in. This is such an easy tent to pitch. It takes shape really quickly. And you just go around the tent and click all the catches on. Now look at that already. There's only the corner pegs in. You can see how strong that is. So luckily the pegs aren't too bad, but I did bring that. The ground's quite soft, so it's all right. When you've got these bits here, just wrap them round once, like that. So then it's gripping onto the pole as well. And these two can tie on together. So I'll just put them down roughly here. And then tighten those up. Not overly tight, just just enough to get a bit of tension on it. Right, and there she is, all pitched, looking good, absolutely solid. There's no wind anyway. Look at the view. Is that the perfect pitch or what? So I've put my door on this side because this is where the sunset is, and the wind's coming from this side behind. So the idea is you pitch the thinner end of the tent into the wind, but it's not too bad. I've not seen anybody else up here for a bit now. So I think what I'm going to do, because my hands are freezing, I'm going to get in the tent, get everything squared away, get my sleeping bag out, get my sleep mat set up, and have a sit down. And let's just sit down and enjoy it. Enjoy it. Made the effort to come up here, so, you know, this is what it's all about. It's beautiful. Oh. Bit blustery now, but it's nice to be in here. I've got my quilt. That's my Enlightened Equipment Enigma. A nice pair of socks to keep warm tonight. I've got some leggings and heat holders, long sleeve top, so that can go on tonight. X-Bed Mega Pillow, which is mega. Look at that bad boy. Size of that. Awesome. I brought my X-Therm, my reliable X-Therm tonight. I know it's warm. And I think that's everything. Yeah, I think that's everything I brought. The only food I brought on this, I brought one dehydrated meal, that's it. No snacks. So I may have that, I don't know, we'll see. I'm not too fussed. I am thirsty though, so I'm gonna have a cup of coffee in a minute. I don't know about you, I know people moan sometimes they're very noisy, but oh, the last thing you want to do when you've been hiking is blow up your mat. Yeah, we'll just let that do its thing. Yeah, it's not the quickest thing in the world, this, but it does the job. That's what you want to see. That's what you come to see. It's going to be cold tonight. It's so clear. Odds on there's going to be ice on the tent in the morning. I'm just hoping this quilt's going to be warm enough tonight. It should be. But yeah, it's absolutely freezing now. But I'm going to get in the tent. Let's get nice and warm. Let's get a cup of tea on. And I'll show you my little tweaked cook set. Oh, it's freezing outside. I've just opened the door and had a little look out. I can see another tent as well over on just down near Nethermost Pike. I can see a light there. But yeah, the tent's flapping a little bit windy outside and it's freezing. Hopefully I don't have to get out again. Look at that with the Soto cup on it, Soto lid, it's brilliant. And this here, these handles are fantastic. I'm going to do it with all my pots. I've only done it on this one to start with, but I've bought quite a lot of it and I'm going to do it on every single one of my pots. So if you want me to do a video, I can do a video of where to get the stuff from. There's little tricks for how to feed it, you know, onto the handles and stuff, but it's well worth doing. It's well worth doing because you don't need pot grippers then, and then you can hold your handles a little bit thicker as well, which is a bit better, but it stops, obviously when they're red hot, it stops you burning your fingers. The time is 7:20, so it's going to be quite a long night. I'm probably not going to get anything to eat, but I'm going to have a cup of coffee. Might have another one little later on as well, just if I'm cold. But so far, I'm warming up nicely in my sleeping bag. So I think this is me for the night now. I'm just going to chill. It's about 7:30. It's freezing outside, so hopefully I don't have to go to the toilet or go outside or tighten the guy lines. I'm hoping everything's going to be okay, but we'll see. If there's any drama, I will bring you back and do some filming, but if not, I'm literally just going to have a selfish night tonight. I'm just going to relax in here. I'm going to drink my coffee, have a little look on my phone for a bit, and probably get an early night if I can, have a little snooze. Maybe I'll get some food later, I'm not too bothered, but definitely have another coffee. So that's me for the night. I will see you on the morrow, and let's set the alarm and see if we can get a sunrise. Fingers crossed. I'll tell you what, I've literally packed both things away just in case, or I've tidied my stuff up anyway. So I've only really got my pillow and my quilt out. About 15 minutes ago, the side door was caving in here. I thought, what's going on? And I opened the side door and my outside door had ripped right open. Not ripped, but it had unzipped completely and it was totally open and all the rain was coming in. the tent is completely deflecting and it keeps trying to blow open there. Unfortunately, on the Hillyberg pegs, they don't have holes in. If they had holes in the ends of the zip, sorry, I could have put a peg through, so I'll just have to keep pushing it down. But look at it, you see how much it's deflecting in. So hopefully it holds. So where I'd pitched it, the wind's obviously changed. So the wind's coming in from my left hand side, hitting the side of the tent, which isn't ideal. Yeah, it's blowing a hoolie. Thank God I'm in this tent. Right, see you in the morning. I'm gonna get some sleep if I can. What grim weather it is out there. This was not on the forecast. As you probably saw last night, it was grim and it was windy. This tent was almost getting flattened, and this is a Hilberg solo. So yeah, very, very strong winds last night. I've checked the weather again. The mountain weather says no rain yet, but the lowland weather does say on the hills there is some wet weather. So I've got the waterproof on. This is only my really lightweight waterproof as well, so hopefully it does the job to get me down. I've got most things packed away now in the bag. Just left one little bag out here and my bag for the solo. The inner's going to go in this bag, and then I'm going to chuck the outer in the other bag, only because it's easier to dry when I'm at home. It's just a nightmare if you get all the inner sopping as well. So yeah, I'll take this down, and I've got the ground sheet so I can sit on that. I'm just going to get out there and just get this thing down as quick as I can, shove it in the bag, and then we'll start heading down. I did have some plans today to go and take on some other fells, but I don't think that's going to happen. So let me get packed away and let's get out and brave that weather. It's a late one. It's going to be close to 8 o'clock when I've packed up here, but I know you're normally away early, but the sun only rose half an hour ago anyway. So I've had a little bit of a lazy one because I didn't get much sleep. So let's get packed away. We all hate doing this bit. Yeah, I'll get packed away and let's see what it's like outside. It's very, very clagged in. Oh, we all hate doing that. Right, I'm gonna get this put in my bag, get my pegs away, and then we'll get going. See where I was last night. And as always, Gleave no trace. So yeah, I'm all packed away, all good to go. And now it's to get off this mountain. If you look ahead of me now, it is clagged. We're going that way somewhere, but look at this. This is why you've got to know where you're going. Now I do know the summit's up here, so this is the way we're heading. We'll pass the summit cairn, and then we know that Swivel Edge is to the right of there, so that's what we're going to be looking for. Here we go, 40 seconds later we're here. So this is good to sit in that when you want to get a little bit of shelter, get out the wind. But the way we're going to get out of it is get the hell off here. Oof. It just shows you've got to be prepared for any weather. Gorgeous yesterday, forecast to be nice this morning. Yeah, it's not. This is my only sort of race jacket that I brought. It's like a race waterproof, so yeah. It was only about £35 off Vinted, so we'll see how it lasts. See how wet I am by the bottom. Very, I'm guessing. This is the proper cairn to mark the top. And then just a little bit further, we should start seeing our descent to Swivel Edge. Hands on for that one. Just a little bit further, this here marks the top. Probably can't even hear me, but this marks the top of Swivel Edge. So it's over here and down. Into the abyss. And again, I might cut to my video from years ago when I came down here in the snow. I literally had to come down this on my arse, it was that thick with snow. But today is just going to be slippy rocks. Woo! Blustery, man. But once we get down off this, it's path all the way back then. Yep, all good. It's all gravy, baby. Same again here. Little step. Don't catch your bag. All good. So now it's just a case of following this path. This path skirts us just past Catstye Camp, that's above. I don't need to tag that one, there's no point. I've been up there loads of times. Oh. I'll tell you what, for you vloggers out there or those interested in camera gear, this is a DJI Action 5 Pro. Great camera, as is the 4 Pro. However, it doesn't have a hydrophobic lens like the GoPro, so you get rain on it. So I need to have a look at that, see what I can put on the lens so I don't get rainwater on. But for now, I'm just gonna let me put the camera away while I work out just how to get on the proper bit of path, because we've got a bit more claggy bit here. But then eventually we do need to start heading down. Woo! God, it's windy. So this path takes you down to Red Tarn. That's actually a good wild camping spot as well. I've never camped there. I'd rather be up high me, but you can camp down below. I think it does get a bit windy though. It ends up swirling round in the bowl at the bottom. You probably can't even hear me. And just follow this path back now. I can't believe it. Well, as well, I've still got that 850ml bottle of water in my bag. I've only had 500ml of water all night. I had 1 cup of coffee last night, which was about 400ml, and I drank about 100ml of water, that's it. I didn't have my food. I wasn't really that bothered, to be honest. Wasn't hungry. I had utter confidence, total confidence in my solo, but I'm telling you, it was bending, that tent. It was strong gusts. Not that it's needed. At some stage, if I ever see somebody selling the black 10mm poles, which are for the 4-season variety, I'm going to get them for mine. And I've heard that if you get the 10mm poles for this one, it really does make it even more sturdy. Well, if you're selling any, get in touch. Right, it's finally opening up. Cat's eye cam. And if I remember rightly, I think we're wiggling our way down and we stay to the right hand side round this corner. I don't think we cross over to that far side. I think we come down this bit in the middle and then later on, quite way further down, we cross over. I went right down to the corner down there. So I don't know how soon it fell over. I'm guessing straight away. I got all the way around and I could see it falling over. Shite. So I'm going to ask a couple of things, a couple of favours if I can. First favour, what do you think of the quality of this picture, this vlog? Just interested. This is the Action 5 Pro. Have you noticed any difference to any of the other vlogs in the low light, things like that? Secondly, if I was to spend a day in the lakes, just a day, what should I do? Could be multiple Wainwright bagging, could be certain fells, it could be the Lake District, could be the Peak District. If you could all put 3 and I can write them all down, see how many times they pop up, work out which was presented the most, and then maybe all of them, I'll put them in a bag on a piece of paper and then we can pick one out next time I do a hike. That might work well. So yeah, we're going to follow this round and we're basically just hugging the corner on this side, and eventually I think there's a wooden bridge with some trees and a little bit of water that you cross over and you go past the youth hostel. And that is not the bridge I'm talking about, by the way. There's another one. This is the bridge I was thinking about. Brilliant for a plunge pool, that. I saw a few spots where you could probably get in. Imagine that in the summer. Very nice. Very nice. One for latches and locks, that. If you know, you know. Ormond Lodge, Helvellyn. I don't know if it is a youth hostel, but it's a lodge. Independent Hostels UK. And on that lovely note, I think I'm going to end the video here. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please drop a comment below, as I mentioned before. If you can help me with those suggestions, I'd really appreciate it. If you do drop a like, it really does help. It seems like a little thing for you, but that like just lets YouTube know you like the video. We should show it to more people. So it's a really big help. And of course, if you'd like to subscribe, I'd appreciate that as well. Doesn't cost you anything. you just get notified of any new videos, or they'll come up in your feed, and if you click the little bell icon, you'll just receive a notification when I upload, which is generally, if I can stick to the weekly schedules, Mondays 8 PM. So you sit down at 7 o'clock, you watch Good Bloke Outdoors, straight after it you watch mine. What a Monday night, eh? So that's enough for me. Thanks for watching. Peace.